A very good morning to all my students who have joined me today. Dear most pupils, welcome to Standard 9th. Today, I, Bharat Naidu, shall be taking one topic in English grammar, that is on conjunctions. Before we start, today I would like all of you all to close your eyes, join your hands, and remember the Almighty Lord for His grace that we have to receive this crucial year where you're going to attempt your first ever public examination of life. So why not begin this year with a prayer? Are you all ready, dear children? Let's start. Lord, our God, in your wisdom and love, you surround us with the mysteries of the universe. Send your Spirit upon these students and fill them with your wisdom and blessings. Grant that they may devote themselves to their studies and draw ever closer to you, the source of all knowledge. We ask this in your name, O sweet Lord. Thank you. And now, I hope you all are all set for the first grammar topic. Conjunctions. Conjunctions are also called as connectives. Before we go to conjunctions, I hope you must have remembered the most earliest grammar topic of your yesteryears, that is, the parts of speech. How many parts of speech do we have, dear children? Very good. It's 8, right? And let's once again have a recap of all those 8 parts of speech. Noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, interjection, preposition, and of course, conjunction. So conjunction forms one of the major 8 parts of speech. What exactly do you understand by the term conjunction? Or what is a conjunction? A conjunction is a word that connects or joins 2 words, 2 phrases, 2 or more than 2 clauses, 2 or more than 2 sentences. I repeat, a conjunction or a connective is a word that connects or joins 2 or more than 2 words, 2 or more than 2 phrases, 2 clauses, 2 sentences. Along with this, let us now concentrate on the types of conjunctions. I hope you all were attentive in Standard 8. Remember when I had taken the topic clauses, and when I had dealt another important topic of kinds of sentences based on modus operandi. We had discussed about the types of conjunctions. I hope your memories are still sharp and they can be reproduced at the moment. Well, over here on your screens you can see there are four major types of conjunctions: correlators, conjunctive adverbs, coordinators, and subordinators. Well, according to the Maharashtra Education Department and the SSC Board, we are going to concentrate basically on coordinators and subordinators. Are you ready? Come on, let's first find out what is a coordinator. Coordinator. When we say co, we talk of the equal value, equal status. So coordinating conjunctions are used to link two phrases, two clauses, which are of equal value or equal status. There are only a small number of coordinating conjunctions in English language. The best way to remember the conjunctions is remembering the acronym fanboys. Isn't that easy? Yes, I'm sure you'll definitely remember as well, love it. Fanboys stands individually for and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. And that's how we get fanboys. Now let's make it more simplified. I'm sure many of you all must have not understood what exactly has been told, because we are not present in front of you. So I cannot calculate your facial expressions, nor can I correlate with your understanding levels. Well, children, do not worry. I'll give you a better explanation of a coordinator. If you look at your screens now, a coordinator is that conjunction which joins two clauses of equal denomination. Equal denomination. I'm speaking about equal denomination. That means it joins two main clauses or two principal clauses. Well, main clause is also called as a principal clause. I'm sure you know this. Let's take an example over here to make it more simplified. On your screens, you can see the example. Lord Rama was a king and he ruled over Ayodhya. You can see the sentence is colored in three different shades. Now it's very easy to pinpoint a conjunction. Okay? Yes, you're right. And is the conjunction. Now whether it is a coordinator or subordinator, that is the question. As I told you, a coordinating conjunction joins two clauses of equal denomination. That is, two principal clauses or two main clauses. So over here, you can see Lord Rama was a king. There's a pause. The sentence ends. It's complete in its sense. Let's look at the other half. He ruled over Ayodhya. Well, that also makes a lot of sense. It is not having any incomplete sense. Both the sentences are complete. Now, what makes a sentence complete? Or when do we say a clause is a main clause or a principal clause? Well, I had told you last year. A main clause is a clause which has one subject, one predicate, and one finite verb. Did you get it, children? Well, let me repeat it. Lord Rama was a king. I said one subject, one predicate, and one finite verb. So Lord Rama is the subject. Was a king is a predicate. And was is the finite verb. Was is a finite verb. Well, look at the other half. He ruled over Ayodhya. Yes, he, subject, ruled over Ayodhya, predicate. Ruled is the verb. So one subject, one predicate, and one finite verb in either of the two halves. And that's the reason when these two are having one subject each in their parts, one predicate each in their parts, and one finite verb in their part, I guess you've understood the meaning. It joins two main clauses. What joins two main clauses? The coordinator. So, and thus becomes a coordinator. I hope you've understood, my dear children. Now, why are both of these main clauses or principal clauses? Well, this is because both clauses have one subject, one predicate, and one finite verb. Now, you know what's a clause, you know what's a subject, you know what's a predicate, you know what's a verb. But when it says a finite verb, when I say a finite verb, I mean verb which talks about the tense of that verb. So tense related verbs are called as finite verbs. Example, sing. I sing a song, present tense. I sang a song, past tense. I shall sing a song, future tense. I sung a song, again past tense. So sing, sang, sung. These are all changing according to the tenses. Then what's a non-finite verb? Well, that's a totally different topic. But as we are dealing with the verbs finite and non-finite or infinite, it's my prime duty to at least give you a rough idea, or if not a clear picture, a rough idea about what exactly are non-finite verbs. Non-finite verbs are opposite of the finite. So finite is telling you the tense. So what will be a non-finite, which will not tell you the tenses? And that's the reason, children, here we have three different categories of non-finite verbs, which are also called as verbals. Gerunds, infinitives, and participles. These shall be taken care of when we will be taking verbals or the non-finite verbs as a different topic altogether. So far so good. Let's march to the second subtopic, that is subordinators. A subordinator is that conjunction which joins two clauses. Well, till here, the definition of coordinator matches with that of the subordinator. But, pause for a while. Of unequal denomination. Unlike coordinators, it's equal denomination, whereas in subordinators, it is unequal denomination. And that is the most important or the most captivating word which will distinguish a coordinator from a subordinator. I hope you all have understood. Moving on to the simplification or the simplified form of understanding a subordinator. Well, it joins two clauses, just like the coordinator. It joins two clauses, just like the coordinator. But hold on. Here, it is joining one main clause or a principal clause with another subordinate clause or a dependent clause. Now here, mind you, it may not be one subordinate clause or a dependent clause, but it can be a series or a number of, that is, dependent clauses. Let's take an example. There's a beautiful example which is again flashing on your screens on Lord Rama. Lord Rama was a king who ruled over Ayodhya. Now look at the other sentence which we did in coordinators. Lord Rama was a king and he ruled over Ayodhya. Both are of equal denomination. Main clauses. Coming back to the subordinators. That is, Lord Rama was a king. I pause. I don't say Lord Rama was a king who ruled over. I don't say like this. It's very interesting and very important to note this when we talk in English or any language for that matter all across the globe. We have to take pauses according to the requirement or the context of the sentence. Lord Rama was a king. I stop. Who ruled over Ayodhya? When you pause, immediately you take a break. And when you take a break, you get into another wagon. So one wagon gets detached from the other. This is the best way to identify conjunctions. So over here, you can see Lord Rama was a king. It's in green. And who ruled over Ayodhya is in white as well as red. The red who is the conjunction, and this is the subordinating conjunction. Now why is it so? Why is it a subordinator? I told you it joins subordinating conjunction. What do? They join one main clause with more than one subordinate clause or a dependent clause. So here we can see Lord Rama was a king. Lord Rama was a king. Over here, you have one subject, one predicate, and one finite verb. Lord Rama is the subject. Was a king is the predicate. And was is a finite verb because it talks about tense. Look at the other half. You can see who ruled over Ayodhya. Who ruled over Ayodhya? Who ruled over Ayodhya? Isn't that incomplete? Doubts raised into your mindsets? Well, this who is connected to the subject of the earlier part of the sentence, that is Lord Rama. That who is Lord Rama. So, in the second half, you can see Lord Rama is the subject. But the subject is not present in the second half. And that is why we say it is incomplete. Who ruled over Ayodhya? It is Lord Rama. So the answer you get in the first half. And that is why who ruled over Ayodhya becomes a dependent clause and Lord Rama is independent, and that's the reason it is called as a principal clause. I hope I have made myself crystal clear. Okay, come on. Let's go for a second. One more example for you. Lolly did not attend the picnic as she was ill. Lolly did not attend the picnic as she was ill. Now what am I doing? Again, I am taking a pause. Lolly did not attend the picnic. Pause. As she was ill. She did not go to the picnic because she was not well. So here, the reason has been given for why she hasn't attended the picnic. So Lolly did not attend the picnic. Here, Lolly is the subject. Did not attend becomes the verb. Okay? And did not attend the picnic becomes the predicate. Whereas look at the second half. As she was ill. As connected. She was ill. As she was ill. Who was ill? Who is that she? That she is Lolly. And my dear children, this is how you find out the dependent clause getting connected to the main clause. And as becomes a subordinator. Let's move on to the next slide. Now this screen which is flashing over here tells you, the slide which is flashing on your screens tells you the various subordinating conjunctions. Some of them are although, because, when, if. Now although is related to contrast, because talks about, there are on the right hand side you can see the common subordinators. Although, even though, whereas, while, all are showing contrast. Contrast means comparison. Okay? Since, because, it is the cause-effect relation. If and unless talks about the condition. After, as, soon as, before, whenever, when, until. All these are time-bound. And that's the reason it shows the time relationship. And here there are examples. Michelle loves coffee, although it upsets her stomach. Contrast. One side she's loving, but it's not good for her health. So it's a contrast. Over here, because, effect, reason, cause. Cause, what happens? Marty drinks tea because it is filled with healthy antioxidants. Marty drinks tea. Good. Now, why does she drink? What is the reason, the cause, the effect of drinking tea? Because it is filled with healthy antioxidants. It's good for her, and that's the reason she loves to drink. So here it is telling you the cause and effect of drinking tea. The third example, when time. When Kisha gets up in the morning, the very word when is a subordinator. When tells you about time. When are you coming home? When are you going to bed? When is the school reopening? When is this lockdown going to end up? Oh my Lord. When. Time bound. So when Kisha gets up in the morning, she drinks a glass of water with lemon. So this is talking about time. If, condition. If Angelo doesn't have his morning coffee, he feels grumpy all day. And what are the condition? What happens to Angelo? The condition of Angelo. When he does not drink Okay, coffee in the morning, what happens? He becomes annoyed, he becomes grumpy. Okay, now here you can see some more examples which I read out just now. If, unless, condition, after, as soon as, before, whenever. Okay, let's move out to the next. That is the third one. Correlators or correlative conjunctions. Although this is not taken as a full-fledged topic, but there are questions which are based in your MCQs or multiple choice questions or objective types of questions, more simpler, fill in the blanks. Okay, let's try to find what exactly is a correlative conjunction. You can see the definition. I hope all of you all are with me. Okay, good. Thumbs up. A conjunction is a part of speech that connects or coordinates words, phrases, or clauses. Coordination with words, phrases, or clauses. Second point. A correlative conjunction is a type of conjunction that functions in a pair with both words. Functions in a pair. Now, this is a very key word. Functions in a pair. Pair. You all sit in pairs, don't you, inside the classroom? You all move out in pairs. Is it not? And we separate you all. Is it not? So here we are talking about pairing conjunctions. They are used together. They work together. Why do they work together? Because they have to balance the words, the phrases, or the clauses. Let's go to the next slide. I hope we go through, I think we should go through some examples. Right on the screen, we have some examples. I have given some examples over here. Both and, either or, hardly, when, if, then, just as, so, neither, nor, not only, but also, rather, or, whether, or. Of this, the most common ones which are used as correlative conjunctions, and we also take it into the coordinators. This is the word. These are the words either or, neither nor, not only, but also. I hope you have understood, my dear children. We go to the next slide. Adverb. Conjunct, which appears. We all know what are adverbs. How many of you all know what are adverbs? Parts of speech. Do you remember parts of speech that we have done? We are doing parts of speech from the second standard. Am I right? So, by now, everything should be crystal clear. What's an adverb? Adverb, which adds to the meaning of the verb, which gives you more information of the verb, is called as adverb, adding to the meaning of the verb. So a conjunctive adverb, conjunctive connects, is it not? It is a conjunction. So a conjunctive adverb connects two independent clauses or sentences. Typically, adverbs modify other words, and conjunctive adverbs, however, are used to modify two independent clauses and join them together, behaving more like coordinating conjunctions. Now, these adverbs are aptly named because conjunctive comes from the Latin word for join together. Let's take a closer look at these adverbs in action. I think you'll understand better now. Okay? Yes. Here are certain examples of conjunctive adverbs. I wanted to see a scary movie, however, my friend wanted to see a comedy. However, is a conjunctive adverb. We had very different opinions, therefore, we went out our separate ways. Third, you need to concentrate on your studies, otherwise, you'll fail the class. Chris, was determined to get high marks. Nevertheless, he did not pass. The thunder and lightning were intense. Consequently, the crowd dispersed, and so on and so forth. So, however, therefore, otherwise, nevertheless, consequently, hence, nevertheless, moreover, in addition, all these are examples of the conjunctive words. I hope you have understood the topic very well. Now, it's time for some exercises, and I have given you some assignments for the same on the topic conjunctions, coordinators, subordinators. Let me solve the first one for you. Complete the sentences below with one of the following: for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. That means fanboys, coordinators. Okay? We can go out for dinner now. Or, yet, but, later. We can go out for dinner now. Or later. Which is right? Yes. We can go out for dinner now or later. So that is how I have given you some 16. One has been solved, the balance 15. You have to write it in your English notebooks or grammar books, whatever you have. Okay? There's no need of buying a new book. Whatever you have, so far, so good, march on. Second, that is on subordinating conjunctions. Let's go for the first one. I visited the Grand Canyon, dash, I go to Arizona. Once, whenever, wherever. I visit the Grand Canyon whenever I go to Arizona. Subordinating conjunction. Likewise, you have to do the rest 9. Here you have a correlative conjunction. Let's do one. I plan to take my vacation, dash, in June, dash, in July. Either in June or in July. Yes, I plan to take my vacation either in June or in July. So far so good, dear children. That's great. A wonderful job done by you. And I suppose I can read it out that you have understood today's topic very well. But before we end up, okay, let us once again revise the topic. What did we do today? We took up conjunctions. Conjunction is part of 8 parts of speech. What are the 8 parts of speech that we have? Yes, noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, interjection, and conjunction. How many types of what is a conjunction? A conjunction is a word that connects or joins 2 words, phrases, clauses, or sentences. How many types of conjunctions did we study? Well, excellent. Coordinators and subordinators, which we are well acquainted and aware of. Along with that, correlators and conjunctive adverbs. What are coordinators? They are those conjunctions which join 2 main clauses or principal clauses. What are subordinators? Subordinating conjunctions are those conjunctions which join 2 clauses of unequal denomination. Coordinators equal denomination, subordinators unequal. Now why it is unequal? Because one is of a higher range, complete sense, one main clause, and one is a lower, which is incomplete sense, and that is the subordinate or dependent clause. And then we discussed the various subordinating conjunction based on relationship, although, even though, though, whereas, while. These are based on contrast, since, because, cause and effect, if and unless, showing condition, after, as soon as, before, whenever, when, until, related to time. Then we focused on correlators or correlative conjunctions. What are these? They are the part of that connects or coordinated words that are also phrases or clauses. And they stand in conjunction and function in a paired way. Example, either or, neither nor, not only but also, rather or, whether or, just as, so, if, then, hardly, when, either or, both, and, etc. Then we spoke about conjunctive adverbs. What are these? These are conjunct, connecting two independent clauses or sentences. Okay? And what were the examples? However, therefore, otherwise, nevertheless, consequently, hence, nevertheless. I suppose I repeated nevertheless. I'm so sorry. Moreover, in addition, etc., etc. And then, of course, the assignments. Dear children, before I sign off, I would like to tell you to read this beautiful maxim, which is all for you. Don't limit your challenges, but challenge your limits. Life is full of challenges. We are facing a lot of challenge. Never in the history of mankind such a situation was found globally. But today, we have to be prepared for fighting, battling against the situation. Difficulties in your life do not come. Difficulties in your life do not come to destroy you, but to help you realize your hidden potential and power. And my dear children, I'm totally confident that my children have that potential and power, and they will definitely twinkle and shine in this academic year, because God is very merciful to the people, those who start early. So this is the right time. You can sit back home, revise, don't relax. There's plenty of time in your life where you can relax, but this is a very crucial year. So I want all of you all to study hard and finish all that has been given or assigned to you by our different teachers. With this, I would like to put curtains down on this topic. Thank you. God bless you all. Love you. Bye.